Have you ever imagined what it might be like to explore a different planet? Wouldn't it be amazing to be one of the first human beings to take a step on alien soil? For many years, people have been looking into the sky and dreaming about what it would be like to travel to another world. Unfortunately, most of the planets in our solar system would be impossible to visit, either because of unfriendly atmospheres, extreme temperatures, or sheer distance from Earth. However, there is one planet that may not be completely out of our reach. That planet is Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun in our solar system. Ancient Romans named the planet after the Roman god of war because it was believed its red coloring made it look angry. It's often called the red planet because a red-colored dust covers its surface and floats through its atmosphere. The red coloring is due to iron oxide, what we usually call rust, which is found in its soil. Because of its color, Mars is easy to identify in the night sky. The planet is about half the size of Earth, and it shares many of the same kinds of land formations that we are familiar with, such as volcanoes, valleys, deserts, and polar ice caps. Unfortunately, because of the very thin atmosphere of the planet, there is no liquid water on Mars. That makes it impossible for plants or animals to naturally live on this surface. Although its red light had been seen by people all throughout history, Mars was first seen through a telescope in the year 1609 by Galileo Galilei, an Italian physicist. Excited by his finds, many other people began to search for the planet with their own telescopes. By the year 1630, Francisco Fontana, an amateur astronomer, had also observed Mars and completed a set of simple drawings of its surface. Since then, Mars has captured the interest of people from all over the world. Because few facts were known about the planet until the mid-1960s, many science fiction writers told strange stories about alien cities and life forms living on Mars. However, in 1964, with the successful launch of NASA's spacecraft Mariner 4, the first photographs of the surface of Mars were returned to Earth. Instead of cities and Martians, the images showed scientists the barren, rocky surface that we are familiar with today. Since then, many other satellites and probes have been launched towards Mars by NASA, the Russian space program, and also the European Space Agency. Some of these probes circle the planet, and some have actually landed on its surface, but all of them have returned important information about Mars back to Earth. The most well-known probes sent to Mars would probably be the two robotic Mars exploration rovers, named Spirit and Opportunity, which reached the surface of Mars in 2004. Not only were they successfully landed on the planet's surface, but the robots have been able to perform tests on the soil and rocks that are found on Mars, explore the surface of that world, and also perform tests to see if life had ever existed on Mars in the past. As of 2009, these rovers are still working and sending important information back to the Earth's scientists. The future of Mars is full of possibilities. There are plans to send updated and more sophisticated probes and satellites to the planet to gather more information, test the atmosphere, and learn more about its weather. There is even a plan to send a manned space mission to Mars as early as 2037. That isn't very far into the future, so if you've ever dreamed of traveling into space, there's a chance that you could be one of the very first humans to step out onto the red, dusty surface of Mars.
Yippee! Woohoo! Yay! Hi, I'm Scooter, Space Camp Orientation and Operations Training Robot. You can visit me in Huntsville, Alabama, at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. You can learn more about our museum and camp programs online at spacecamp.com, and check out spacecampstore.com for great merchandise, including the new Scooter t-shirt. Hey look, that's me! I'll see you at Space Camp.